Okay, welcome back to JavaScript Dojo. And today we'll be actually hitting loops. We did conditionals last time, if this, else if, else. Hopefully that all made sense. If not, just leave me comments. I can try to do a better explanation in the future. Okay, so one thing I wanted to touch on real quick was before, I wish I had just re-recorded the first couple episodes because when I saw those funky symbols, it turns out those are called ligatures. I don't know if you remember, like I was getting kind of caught up when I was seeing the equals, 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 or the greater than or less than and equal to, where it's got like the little line with the caret on top kind of angled instead of it being the way I would see it in a code editor. I finally solved that. I fixed it in this program, so now we'll see it accurately. So just to show you what I'm talking about is when we come over back in the operators, now it actually shows properly equals, equals, equals. So that's a strict equal to make sure 5 equals 5 and it's the same type. Does not equal, so it has the exclamation point, the two equal signs. So 5 does not equal 3 evaluates as true. And then, less than or equal to. That's what you want to see. So I was just disabled the font family for ligatures, which I never even heard of. So it's kind of cool learning about that, but I wish I had re-recorded the video because it really stalled me on a few parts. And then I was doing the loops already this morning. I was trying to go through this and the whole video I was recording is a toast. So I have to re-record all this, but hey, that's YouTube life for you, I guess. Okay, so for and while loops. This will just add on, and you can kind of think of it, I guess I'll read it and then I'll explain the way I look at for and while loops. Loops let you repeat code without writing it in multiple times. So a for loop, and this is where some new things will be added. So you're just going to have to log it into your mind. So count from 1 to 5. So when we're looking at this, you would use the for statement and then you would open parentheses and you have to give it a few things. You want to tell it what we're tracking, what variable are we tracking. So let I equal 1 and then the condition, I is less than or equal to 5, and then the increment, which increments what you've defined as the I here. And in this case, plus plus, that's going to be a new thing to see, but what it does is if I is 1 as we defined it, plus plus just adds one more to it. So it would then equal 2. And then I plus plus would then equal 3. I plus plus. So all it's saying is after you evaluate, increment. So what it does is the first time I equals 1, and then whatever's in this bracket area, it'll run that. And then at the very end, it increments at the 1. So then it goes back through, and now I is equal to 2. It doesn't re-evaluate this every time. That's just what it starts the for loop. So then we know, okay, 2, the second time through, 2 is less than or equal to 5, true. So it goes through and it does everything in the block again. And then at the end of running the block, it automatically increments again. So then it would be 3. 3 is less than or equal to 5. So then basically the output, every time it would increment the number by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it initializes, has a condition, and what's the increment? So if we come over here to JavaScript Playground and we look at this, let's just grab the for loop that they used. So if we were to run that over here, actually let me reset the page here first. So if we were to rerun this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and for whatever reason it's printing it twice, but I can fix that too. But that's okay. It logs it out. The system right now is just logging it twice. It's because I have this extra part that's built in to build a website with this tool, or what a website would look like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I got into a little tangent. Okay, and so if we were to say I plus equals 2, what would happen? So plus equals is basically like the same thing as saying I equals 2, you're assigning it, but in this case we needed to increment and assign it. So plus, it's taking what you've already assigned it as. In the second iteration, it would increment it by another, whatever the amount you put there. So if I run this, you can see it would increment it differently. So plus equals 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I better, again, let me reset this so you can actually see just, I thought this would be less confusing, but hopefully just know that my system is printing it twice. So 1, 3, and 5. So it'll actually skip because the first time it goes through, we know it's 1, and the increment will only happen after the block runs once. So it ran through once, and then it increments the I. So I is already 1 plus the 2. So then in the second time through, it's going through I equals 3, which is still less than 5, and it runs through again. So 1, 3, and then this last time it equals 5, and so it prints 5, and then it stops. All right, let's go back to the dojo here. And the while loop is set up a little different because you can actually set the variable right outside the loop and then use that variable inside the loop here. So let count equal 0, while, instead of 4, you would use while here. While count is less than 3, console.log, count is plus count. So remember, when you're console.log, you can log a variable, or you can log just a string you're typing. And the little plus here, basically, it's almost, think of it like addition, but it's saying concatenate, or whatever the right word is, put them together so they both print out. So, but anyway, it'll go through, and the thing you have to remember to initialize is basically, you still have to increment what count is worth. Otherwise, it'll go into an infinite loop because it'll say, oh, count's always going to be less than 3. So you want to make sure on this one you have to adjust the value. So the first time through, count is 0. So the count is 0, and that would print out count is 0, plus plus, count is 1, plus plus, count is 2. And then when it's the third time through, this won't execute because it's less than 3. No, count when 3 is less than 3, that doesn't evaluate as true, so it evaluates as false, and this block of code is done. And if you had any more code below it, it would process that next. And a way to use that would probably be, let's just say you have 6 Cokes and I have 5 Cokes and somebody else has a couple of Cokes or sodas. Let's just say, oh, Kevin's drinking a Coke. Kevin has 2 Cokes. So let I equal 1 while Kevin, so you could basically say let Kevin equal 5, knowing that's going to be Cokes or 2, whatever the value is. And then while Kevin is drinking Cokes, oh, he's drank 1, 2, and once I've ran out of Cokes, boom, it iterate, ooh, and maybe you'd have a code block saying, oh, get more Cokes. Or if you're using it in a game, maybe you're saying, oh, while this character is doing this, or while this item is moving like this, do this. That's kind of when you would start using this. This is where it gets more advanced, and you might even combine that with conditionals, like if Kevin has 0 Cokes, fill him up, and then maybe write a for loop, get him, Kevin gets a Coke, Kevin gets a Coke. Or in the game, the character's car moves 1 block, if it's like a real simple movement. And again, that's high level. That's just a small piece of the concept. So using operators, conditionals, and loops where you're checking while something does not equal. So I mean, you could even come here and put while count does not equal 3, do something. So you're basically going to use an operator. And in this case, you know, you're saying less than, but it's an operator comparing those. All right, let's move on here. Oh, I already solved these answers. Sorry about that. In a for loop, for, again, you've just write that word, for let I equal 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus. So this time you set I as 0, so the very first time is a 0. And then it increments to 1, 2, 3, 4. But this time it's not less than or equal to. So it basically would stop once it hits 5. It'll still run on the 4th one. So we know it starts at 0, so it's going to count all the way to 4, but 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it runs 5 times. Well, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it even says that at the bottom. Okay, code challenge. Let me X that off and I'll just type this again. Write a loop that logs all even numbers from 2 to 10. Oh, okay. So a for loop. So we know for is described with for, and then we'll just say, in this case, we can make I equal 2 because we just want it to print that 2 the very first time, so we don't have to do any logic. We'll just say I equals 2. We'll give, oh, and we have to actually say let. You get an error, so you're actually creating the variable with inside the for loop. For I equals 2, and then you want to say I less than or equal to 10. Okay, and then you want the bracket here, less than or equal to 10. And then how are we going to increment this? We want to increment it by 2, so it skips 3. So basically we want to increment by 2. So we can say I plus equals 2. So again, we're incrementing by 2 and we're reassigning it. So plus equals is saying plus this amount equals to the I. So it's reassigning it back to the I. And while basically it starts off as 2, it runs through this, and in this case we'll console.log I, and then we'll close our brackets here, and let's run that. Console.log I, run code, loop runs perfectly. So if we imagine this again one more time, what's happening is I is 2, and then the first time value is 2, and at the very end this is when this applies. So the increment happens at the end of the actual block of code that you've put inside these brackets. So the 2 would be added to the 2 the first time, and then as it runs through, again, this is only the initial, you set that, and it doesn't evaluate that again. It's just using these 2 as it goes through the rest of the time. And so then it would be 4, and then it adds 2, and then it would be 6, 8, and 10. Since we did less than or equal to, if we left the equals off and just did I less than 10, that means it wouldn't actually evaluate when it hits 10, so it should just like subtract the 10 on this part. Yep, see, it was expecting a 10 there, so less than or equal to would be the right answer. Run code, boom. All right, fill in the blank. For let I equal 0, I less than 5. I already solved that one. But basically, when we're looking at it, this one was, I think, was trying to trick you, because I equals 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, console.log I, and you want the loop to iterate from 0 to 4. So you need, based upon their examples, it was giving you less than or equals to a lot, but this one you just need it to evaluate to less than 5, so it stops at 4. If you put the equal sign, it'll iterate one more time. Okay, that's all I got. If you have comments about any of this, I like to leave all my mistakes as much as I can in here as I'm learning, because while I know some JavaScript, I'm not perfect, but this tool, you know, I kind of wanted a way. I learned some Python, I got a little certificate with Python, and it's way different. So going back to JavaScript, my brain's kind of like, oh, what's the syntax difference? So teaching it, I think it'll kind of help me equalize my coding knowledge. And next time we'll hit functions. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I'm glad anyone, even if one person is following along with these. You know, I'm a little quirky sometimes, and I just feel like, what is the right word? You just want to get momentum. So I'm trying to post these every day until I get through this and decide what I'm going to do next. All right, we'll talk to you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.